It's been quite a journey to get here. Hello all, and welcome to DuckTales 2017 series finale. So that all done. Thanks. Season 3, episode 22. The end. The last adventure. The finale. The end of it all. Clearly taking place at fun zones. I paused it, but I figured a couple seconds into the start, a second or so into the start, it hurt the reaction. Quite a journey we've been on to get here. Quite a long one. Actually, hold on. Got to have signs plugged in. Well, need to this thing properly lit up. Let me just. Ooh. There we go. Yes, is the end of it. When I started this series, I didn't even think I was going to do it. I just wanted to do the first episode. And I said, if this seems like popular and shit, I'll do more. I was unprepared for the sheer storm that was the popularity of this thing, which might not be much compared to other bigger reactors, but to me, my little piddly little channel, the sheer amount of views and shit I got blew everything I've ever done out of the water. Now, before anyone thinks, oh, well, since we're done here, we're going to leave, I'm doing Darkwing, just in case you didn't hear more, I am doing Darkwing Duck. The new show, I'm doing it. We're getting it out of the way right now. In fact, we're going to... No. Heard? But... They're just going to wait a little bit. I don't know exactly when this thing comes on, but I will tell you this. I want to get another one of the shows I'm doing done and over with first. The entire thing's out. But the entire show is out. I just haven't gone through the last seasons of it. So, that's what I'm going to do. With the exception of Ruby, I will double down onto that show and try to get it finished. Only when it's finished. Well, even then, not really. Yeah, good place for you, dog? Because there's another thing I want to do on top of that. Two things, really, before we start Darkwing. We will be back for it. Do not worry. It's coming. If for whatever reason you enjoyed these, I'm sure you'll enjoy those. But I want to get MLP done with, and I want to do one season of Castlevania. I want to get that show underway. Because that show's already got, I think, 5 seasons at this point. It'll probably be on 6 by the time I'm done. Start Darkwing, so I want to get at least one season done. From there, I'm not going to do any side videos and such until then. The only MLP along with the Equestria Girl stuff is basically what's going to take up those slots. If I haven't finished, we're going to do that. And then we're going to focus in on Tom Cobb up with Darkwing if it's come out by that point, which it probably will. I'm not. Even when I'm working the fastest, I'm not super fast with these. But I will do it. I just want to get LP done and over with, so I can fucking go back to engaging with the fandom. Because it's been literally years. And I want to get at least one season of Castlevania done. Especially since it will hopefully be around Halloween by the time that point hits, so I can, knock that down alongside it. But then we'll work on these, and hopefully I'll finish up Castlevania, be caught up, and be able to do some other stuff then. But there is one final thing. I'm going to stream a Let's Play of DuckTales HD. I've never played it. I've watched a Let's Play of it once before, a long time ago, and I played a bit of the game as a kid, but I've never played the game. And this is the first opportunity. So, it should be the week after this goes up that I'll start streaming. But I can't perfectly guarantee that. I don't currently have the console I have the game on for. And I don't know if the remake is available to purchase anymore. Because I remember it wasn't for a while there. And I should be getting it soon. You will know because I will put up a DuckTales HD announcement. And we will go through the game together. I invite everybody to come over and watch me make my way through that game. And with that, then that will be the end of DuckTales itself, and we'll move on to Darkwing here, eventually. I'm repeating myself. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll be able to finish LP quickly. But I've still got 2 seasons left. Plus, again, the Quest for Girls content. But we'll get there. We get there. But yeah, the last adventure, the send off to and DuckTales characters. I'm sure we'll see them again in Darkwing. Hell, I'm sure we'll see the other Disney Afternoon characters in Darkwing. It'd be a waste not to. But this is the end of their adventure that we're going to be part of. And I just noticed that says Webby on there because I wasn't looking too closely. So the final adventure is on Webby's birthday? Yeah. I think that's super appropriate. But it's oh my god. Scrooge paid full price for Webby's birthday. And I just love that little cover of the song, and this really does, feel like a culmination here, just in this moment. And of course, this is the villain's headquarters, so good job, Feathery. You tell us stop taking it out on Daisy. Did you guys figure out this is Foul's headquarters? Oh. The best part is that Webby would probably consider this the best part of her birthday.
It's time for the last
Alright! Wait, One Shred is still in there! Oh god, I didn't even think about that! Yeah, this team's obviously doomed because of the whole internal strife going on with the two groups. But I love that Dewey saw that they're going to just the place they were in. What?
Pretty exciting, huh?
Wait. Didn't Della have a set of triplets of her own? No, these are only two. Time for Scrooge, but they clone Webby! Evil Webby clones! Geniuses! The true kryptonite! I feel it. Wait, I do.
Well, June, we're locked in, but at least this room's bigger than the tubes. That's terrible. But now we're here with you. If we
I don't believe the clone story completely. Maybe they even said that. But I don't believe that they are failed experiments.
We just want to know about you. The information, Bettina. I mean, Mrs. Beakley.
Oh, you crossed the line!
We're done here.
I mean, I think he's right, but also...
I'll handle it. Have a little history of her being mad at me. Keep at it now.
Very warm out there for you two alone. Better
Are you trying to prey on his fear to keep him from leaving?
Your inner strength lies in your family. What profound. Webigail, what are you up to?
Oh, I don't know what the exact plan exactly is, but whatever it is, it's fucking brilliant. Because, like,
I know what
yeah.
you do.
And also from a writing actor's perspective, I'm really liking this.
You got me. I understand your curiosity, but the safest locked away. Trust me. Foul's plan. Close.
The meta commentary in that scene alone.
He knows exactly what his team is thinking. Don't follow me. Keep Webigail safe in the mansion until I return. Make sure Duck
I didn't even use the same teabag. Wow, he really is trying to reach out.
And as my friend, I want to thank
What a shock! She fucking nerve pinched him. Webby versus Webby. Oh, gummy berry juice! This wouldn't be a problem if someone had gone rogue. Ooh, extra angry Donald. Webby swapped places. Bring in the other Disney Afternoon characters. Bring in the other Disney Afternoon characters.
Gonna be fine. Never speak ill of a fellow woodchuck.
Oh no, he's also a woodchuck, isn't he? Yeah, he knows how to plan.
enough tricks. What do you want?
Create clones. This entire process is interesting. Let's notice we're lacking Lena's super mode even in this. Wait, what's going on with Manny? And cool. Also, it took me way too long to realize that the thing on his column is Gene.
Many people must live in fear of being captured by aliens or attacked by their own.
I just love that Bradford. This is a trick, but it's not 100% a trick. He's genuine about like 80% of it, which makes it all the more successful.
Was that a smile? I saw a smile.
Really, super top secrets about Webby and oh, seriously, is Webby secretly a clone of Agent 22? One of a set? Oh my gosh, shoot it into what?
You were ancient in the 60s. How are you not dead? Well, he's being captured and not bad for forcing me to carry out.
People do fuck.
My family. I gotta warn everyone.
Seriously, Ludwig von Drake is alive? Also, he's certainly gonna dump most of his organization to that boy too, isn't he?
This is a family fight. It involves all
Oh my fucking god, they're doing it.
Not to be trusted.
Correct.
Fucking hell, Bradford was there the entire time. You
Found poor June in a storage.
okay?
You're a clever girl. Now for some truth.
And then throw her into the void because avoid buddy fusion.
Well, no turning back now. She did it. It appeared to her. What does it say?
She's a clone of Scrooge. It was that paper. Okay, now we're getting super mode. Also, I just love that Manny, the one-off character, became this.
Wait from the horse statue.
What? No! The gargoyles! I should have realized the voice! That was gargoyles!
He's completely blacked out of the armor. This is unsystable. I know. I can't believe Gizmo got figured out in my fearful existence.
How did I not recognize those sultry tones? Oh!
For intelligent rodents, caped crusaders, flying bears,
I just love that he had the same fucking expression throughout the entire fucking thing.
misfits, and
Guys, if this is the end, I'm glad.
Super Armor thing was really cool. I don't know how he summoned it, but goddamn it's cool. Shit, Steelbeak is actually really fucking good. Fuck. Holy shit, he's really dangerous and a smart guy. Holy shit. Launchpad's gonna go Gizmo Duck.
What are you following about?
how do you think Della found out you built the spare sleeve?
Son of a bitch. I mean, he did almost say it earlier.
I will allow you to return home with your family to live out the rest of your days. As long
A contract signed did by that
adventure again.
magic paper.
Sure you can't break this contract. You signed it.
How predictable. Yeah, you just figured out you're on the target list too, morons.
How replaceable clones are.
Oh god, we're having a major moment here. Oh god, it's getting to me.
Wait, new user.
And it got everybody out too.
Hi, I'm Manny.
Fuck. Oh my god. The bad guy won! No wonder it's the last adventure. Bradford, you idiot.
Get away from my
You made the correct error, so even if he is just an old man. I believe she just called him dad too. Seriously, that contract should be void just because, you know,
This contract is airtight.
he tried to kill Screw.
Begins of adventure. Bradford, your contract is flawed.
He should have already voided it the moment he tossed
I worked on it for 30 years. Went over
Donald in there.
homes. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. There's no way.
Really? That's the flaw? Yep. One hitting me even harder than the other one. I'm crying now because of the earlier moment. It happened quickly, but it happened. It's not heavy. That hits me that. My emotional response.
And we'll earn our way square.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So that's how it ends. We saw them all in the sky. As soon as that explains it. I'm gonna miss this show. I wish it had continued on. I wish we might have gotten one or two more seasons, but you know. But that was a really good ending. It wasn't the ending I was expecting. God knows it is not the ending I was expecting. But I fucking love it. That moment with Webby really, immediately I stopped crying shortly afterwards because it's not that powerful, but my eyes are still fully, ugh. It hit me right in the feels. We all have our vulnerable points. Shit like that's mine. Shit like that is exactly fucking mine. And it doesn't always work, but it did this time. Just, what do I even get? First of all, Brilliantly done. Fucking amazingly written and foreshadowed. I didn't even think he was going after the paper. And for a brief moment, I doubted what I was thinking. Like, it was the heir of Scrooge McDuck. Now, personally, I wouldn't have thought, it would have been gone directed to a kid. I figured the other two would have been the heirs, but no. Cloning him, making him a duck child. She truly is. He's there. I'm like, oh god. Oh, and not just blood, but in spirit. Oh, god damn it, why does that have to be the finale? I kind of want to just see... I just want to see the life and times of Webby McDuck. I don't even want the adventures, I just kind of want daily life, slice of life stuff with them adjusting to this new dynamic. Ah! Damn it, writers! You did so good, I want more! Oh my god. I'm gonna find a way to fit as much as what I've said possible here, and I don't know if I can, but I'm going to fucking find. Even if I have to increase the speed even higher than normal. I will cut as little as possible of what I've said. You know what I saw a poem? Half hour? Fine. This is a series and season finale, so it's longer than normal. That moment has overshadowed everything else for me. Holy shit. Because, like, even when I guessed it was Scrooge, the way it happened is just... I'm not crying again, it's just... getting me very emotional. Brilliantly done, writers. I don't even know if that was a plan from the beginning, too. That's the big thing. They really did reinvent the character. They took from the comics, they took from the old show, and then they reinvented things in the process. This is truly what a reboot should be like. Reboots, adaptations, all that. If you change something, make sure that it's good. But don't just settle for good. Try to make it fucking amazing. Making the housekeeper's granddaughter into Scrooge's heir. Again, I don't even know if that was planned. I gotta find out. In fact, I am. I have to know if this was pre-fucking planned. Because I think this might be tied with Ruby for my favorite show. Holy shit. Like, this was already my favorite show on TV, but Ruby still managed to have a higher emotional connection to me. Alright, yeah, okay, our article. So, someone did bring up the fact that this could undercut... Yeah, I didn't even think about that yet. Yeah, it does a little. But you know what? But, you know what? It doesn't. If you think about it. Sure. Webby is no longer a found family for Scrooge. She's his actual family. But what about, hold on. Alright. Sorry. That's another thing I'm gonna fucking cut. Not their fault. They don't know. They didn't know. Someone called me. It's not important. But, there's the thing. You saw that moment at the end. That moment where Bleakley started to walk off and she went over to him. After all, Bleakley isn't related to her by blood. But she's still her granny. Yeah. Granny. Either way, they're still family. No matter what. Sure, the person she's actually blood related to and the person she's not has switched, but but it hasn't really changed anything, has it? So it was planned from the beginning. That is amazing. You took the little side character, and I'm saying here that they thought about him, but and that, with the exception of Launchpad, it was really easy for the legacy of these characters to get swept under the rug. Webby was just nothing, really, in the original. She was the token girl for girls to try to get the token girl demographic, but that was all her character. And some people might have complained about her being, like Mabel. Still haven't seen Gravity Falls. I'm going to watch it. It's on the list. But it makes sense for her to be like that, given both nature and nurture here. We see those other two aren't exactly like her, and they're clones of her. And yet, I'm wondering if the plan would have even worked if she hadn't been. Hey, you! Troublesome little puppy. Trying to get where that she's not supposed to. Sorry. You're not supposed to go back there. You messed stuff up. Plus, I know you'll try to twin the wires and get yourself hurt. But, because it's not just blood that made her his heir. It was everything else, too. I mean, obviously, I don't think she was meant to be, I don't think this was meant to happen here. Someone else brought it that, they planned every season that it could be the ending. So I don't think this one would have worked at the end of the last one. Definitely not. Of the first one, or even last one. But it managed to work somewhat here. I really don't think it could have really worked without sacrificing, either of the two plots in the last time. Here it worked. But then, thinking about it, maybe it did sacrifice the plots from the last one. Someone else pointed out that the episode last time, I forget his name, but he's another really good guy who does videos on this. He does reviews of the individual episodes, talking about little connections between the comics that most people might not know about. I've actually got a lot from watching his stuff before. And then there's but yeah, and shit, man, I can't wait to see his reaction to this. Holy shit. he brought up the idea that and I agree. The last one really would have felt like it would have worked as the lead up to a two-parter on Legacy. Not the one that this was, but the finale to the season with all the other characters showing up. This still found a way of making it work. But we might have gotten something else. I'm curious to see what that might have possibly been, but I don't think we ever will. Okay. I've made no secret that Webby is my favorite character in the show. Lena is a close second, and I think we need more Violet episodes to get her up there, but she's still a character I like a lot. I love what they've done with the characters here. Taking the unified personality of the trio, fracturing it into three, while simultaneously having them reflect both aspects of Scrooge himself and the family in general. And Launchpad might not have had the perfect stuff here, but I think he comes out pretty great all along. And so yeah, an episode like this featuring around Webby, you're goddamn right, this is going to be hands down my favorite episode in the entire series. I'm definitely... This is one of those shows I think I'm going to get on DVD at some point. That's how much I'm loving it here. Now I kind of feel like only a little bit, but walking back the statement for the Darkwing, just because, we might get a glimpse of that new dynamic I wanted between Webby and the other, and Scrooge. But we'll get there later. But not enough to walk back, because I really want to put fucking Rainbow PB goddamn behind me. And I do want to make some headway on to Castlevania before such. Assuming, of course, I feel like Castlevania works as a reaction, because that's another thing. I won't know until I've started doing it if I feel like it's working as a reaction. I tried Clone Wars, and that got stopped. You can't even find it my reactions anywhere, because I never bothered posting them here after the first time it nuked my old channel, and the site it's on, BitChute, doesn't keep videos on there forever, and if you don't replace them every so often, you ain't got nothing. I never did, and they're all gone. I don't really regret. I don't think those were good reactions. I mean, I don't think mine are super high quality or anything, but mine aren't also. But I don't think those were watchable even by my standards. So, okay, let's move on from this. The most attention grabbing stuff. Let's go to the second one. Fucking gargoyles! Bum 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 bum. It took me far too long to get that theme when it was started playing, but the moment it did, right before the wings sprouted, he was trapped in that statue, and I should have noticed when it cracked and his eyes glowed. I live again. And admittedly, it didn't sound like it during his last voice bit scene, because he didn't talk much after that scene. But in those two moments where he transformed once more into his gargoyle form, and when he was, I lived again, that felt Goliath. And just like, sounded just like Goliath for those moments for me. And the worst part is, I didn't catch the first one. It wasn't until the theme started playing that I realized what the fuck was going on. And the best part is, you know that wasn't fucking planned. The writers themselves admitted to the fact that Manny was a bit character who they kept inserting into the show because the head of the show thought he was hilarious, and he, quote, was an easy way to get a script approved. Yes! That wasn't planned. They didn't mean for Manny to become fucking Goliath. But god damn it, I'm ecstatic for it. Oh, man. I think that's probably going to be the highlight of the best moment of my reaction. Oh, just because how much that shock got to me. The other moment had me crying, which is, at least for me, the two best moments to see in a reaction. Just, woof. It overwhelmed me so much that my chicken scratch notes can't even remind me. But it turns out the last adventure won't be their last adventure. I was actually afraid that's what it was going to be, and why the show and universe is ending. But no, our participation in these adventures might be ending. But theirs is not. And I'm happy for that. That's... Notes from this show and the other one I do. I have a notebook somewhere else with notes from it. It's just... God, it's fucking over, isn't it? Yeah, we'll be getting more, and yeah, it'll be connected to this, and yeah, we'll almost... There's no way in hell they're not going to at least feature some crossover, but that will be a Darkwing show. Not a Darkwing and DuckTales show. These people are friends and extended family, so they'll occasionally show up to help. If Scrooge visits, there's goddamn no way in hell I feel like at least the first time they're not including Webby. They took the show Scrappy-Doo, which, yes, for anyone who feels like it, yes, I know, Scrappy-Doo actually saved Scooby-Doo, and it was only later shit that ruined him. But they took the show Scrappy-Doo, or the closest thing the old DuckTales had to it, and turned it into not just the breakout character, but the best character in the show, in my opinion. And more importantly, they made a character like that, and were able intentionally and made it work. This isn't a Neelix situation where, oh, everybody's gonna love this character. And some people were mildly annoyed about Webby, but most of the complaints I hear is just too much Webby. Webby's not good. I do feel like, yeah, there were some missed opportunities here and there with the other Avengers. But this feels like the end game for here. If part of me wanted the Avengers, what I got more was in-game. Avengers for Disney Afternoon, but I got more like was in-game. But you know what? That's perfectly acceptable. Well, okay. Not in-game, but, a flawed, but, finale that leaves you fucking satisfied. Is the analogy I'm going for. I want more, but this still satisfies me. I just want that little bit of extra dessert. But the meal was fucking great. I'm living here, myself in the metaphors here. Just fucking hell, I love this show. And I can't wait to see what they do with me, with the Darkwing. I have a habit, and I'm not going to straight run. I'm going to temper my expectations. Maybe this version of Darkwing and this version of shit, it's been long enough that her name slipped my mind. His adopted daughter, Goslin, won't work on their own in their own show. But I doubt it, because we basically got an episode of Darkwing in the middle of the season, and that works great. But maybe it won't last. Keep your expectation tempered. It's much harder to disappoint you. And even when you're disappointed, it can't be that. It's not usually that bad. Fucking hell, I love this show. And I cannot. I'm going to fucking love interacting with other fans of the show. And now I need to start tracking down some of the other actors for the show I've let slide by. Because, goddamn. That was a brilliantly emotionally charged finale. An excellent way to end it. You get a villain who is, at heart, one of the villainous villains, but intellectually, who is excellent what he does. I love that he finally knocked Heron into there. And just like Heron did, apparently. She was proud of him. Even if the way she was acting, I think she was would have been much more interested in a different set of villainous activities. Just make sure the eyebrow thing got seen. Yes, I do ship it a little bit. In this is a screwed up, messed up ship kind of way. And oh man, I'm gonna read so much fanfiction. Oh shit, I need fanfics now. Oh, this is great. This was fucking solidly amazing. It brought so many characters I loved it. It brought me archetypes I'm a big fan of and done massively well. Lena and shit. I keep repeating myself, but there were missed opportunities. Yeah, I do think it would have been better served to have all the guys do basically similar to what they did last season, but with the Disney Afternoon cast. But the Disney Afternoon people were mostly sidelined. Except the fucking surprise gargoyles. And even then, they still got Fox. Leaving it for Launchpad and Gyro's armor to save the day. Gizmo Duck's armor. And pretty much all of that was just fantastic. Yeah. There were missed opportunities. I'm sure if you go over it a couple times, you'll find more. But you know what? I don't care. What is there, I love it. I love it. And this is going to be one of those shows that I think I'm going to cherish the rest of my life, because it's absolutely going to be one of those ones. I don't even know why I'd want to watch the original DuckTales anymore. Holy shit. Well, no, I do. A bit more Scrooge McDuck adventures. I do love that in the end we even got freaking adventurous Donald Duck back. Not the guy who's scared. The guy who loves adventure. I told him, now I remember my notes. That I didn't write all that. I said extra angry Donald, but it wasn't extra angry. I mean, he was, but it was determined. Heroically determined. The same way he used to be when, they were still young adventurers. Even Donald's regained his fucking spark. Fucking hell. But I believe it's time to close the door on this chapter. This will be the end of it. I hope to see you all again when I stream DuckTales HD. And I hope to see you all again when I do Darkwing Duck. Well, personally, I hope to see, if any of you are interested in streaming in general, I hope to see you all on my Twitch channel. I should note, I have a link to my Twitch every time I post. I stream Mondays. Mondays. We got confused there. Yeah, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And I should be starting Fridays soon. Quick addendum to the last video. It's been a few days since I recorded the DuckTales thing. Because I've got several things to say. Two things that I did not mention in the video that I meant to. I remember to my notes. When I went, just for any people out there who might react to it, when I called the girls May and June morons for not figuring out what was going to happen to them, that was more my expression towards the overall organization, and I know that they're just poor little kids who've been emotionally manipulated by the only people in their life. Don't get on my case in that. It was just in the moment thing. 2, really like Pepper. Really glad she showed up in this, even if it's only a while. Really hope to see more of her in the future. 3, DuckTales. Not DuckTales, Darkwing. Darkwing isn't being done by any of the same people, or set in the same, might not even be set in the same setting. That changes things. All those promises I made were in predication of this being continued. Now I'm still giving it a chance. If it's set in the same setting, I'm going to give it 1 season to prove itself to me. If not, I will probably either drop it completely, depending on how I feel, or actually, correction. 1 season to prove itself to me, or 1 season for me to decide if I don't think the reactions are working out. Because that happened with Clone Wars. I might not feel they work as reactions. That's enough time to tell if it's set in the same continuity. If it's not, it gets 1 episode like DuckTales did. 1 episode to hook me enough to keep coming back. And yeah. Anything else? And if it does, I'll do the season thing. DuckTales was really supposed to be a one-off thing. I was not expecting it to either be that popular or to me to enjoy it that much that I'd just keep coming back. Since I'm lowering my expectations even further with this one, I just don't want going in with a promise that I will do something and be called a liar for it. Even if there are understandable reasons why it changed. Yeah. Also, there are DuckTales podcasts. I'm going to do those. In fact, I will do those. They will probably go up after. They might not go up. I don't really know when they'll go up. I'm not even sure if I'm going to do them immediately, if I'm going to wait a little bit. So it's no idea when they'll go up. But I'm not going to put off doing the DuckTales HD playthrough. That's going to still be timed with a week after this goes up. Anyways, starting the week after. It's HighPriest signing out, and I will see you all next time.